Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my videos. Erik Ten Hag has begun work today at Manchester United. Erik Ten Hag will be in charge for Manchester United's game against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park this Sunday. The other month, it got officially announced that Manchester United appointed Erik Ten Hag as their new manager. Erik Ten Hag has replaced Ralf Rangnick. Erik Ten Hag signed a 3-year contract with an option of a further year. Manchester United agreed the compensation with Ajax for Erik Ten Hag. The compensation was below 2 million. Michel van der Gag has joined Erik Ten Hag at Manchester United. There's a lot of players that Ten Hag wants to bring to the club. His transfer budget has been revealed. He's going to get around 170 million to spend. On the other side of things, Ten Hag wants to get rid of a lot of players. Yeah, please. You know, Erik Ten Hag is Manchester United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. You know, Ten Hag is going to be experiencing the Premier League now. It's his first time managing in the Premier League. You've got to admire what he did at Ajax. You know, at Ajax he won Eredivisie titles, he won some Dutch Cups. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Erik Ten Hag did get appointed in as the Ajax manager back in December 2017. Before, Ten Hag managed Utrecht, and before managed Bayern Munich reserves, and before then managed Go Ahead Eagles. Ralf Rangnick, he was Manchester United's interim manager for around 4 months. A few weeks ago, it got officially announced that Ralf Rangnick got appointed in as the new manager of Austria. Ralf Rangnick signed a 2-year deal, but Rangnick will continue at Manchester United in a consultancy role until 2024. Rangnick did endure one transfer window as Man United's interim manager, and unfortunately he didn't get backed in this year's January transfer window. Revert back to earlier on this season, Rangnick recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst. He also recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant coach, and he recommended Saz Chalenzin as a sports psychologist. Before, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. The managers were sacked was David Moyes, and then we had Louis van Gaal, sacked him after like 2 years. Man United did win the FA Cup under him. And then we had Jose Mourinho, had him for around 2.5 years. Mourinho did enjoy one good season at Man United because he won 3 trophies in his first season, but the reasons it didn't work out under Mourinho is because he had bad disputes with the board and bad disputes with the top players. And last year, Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after almost 3 years in charge. So there you go. Like I said, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. We've got to get the Glazers out of the football club because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. Recently, a lot of Manchester United fans have been protesting against the Glazers, and the protests will persist until the Glazers are out of the club. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for around 17 years. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. Not so long ago, it got officially announced that Matt Judge resigned. So reflecting on that, it said Matt Judge will not play a role in the summer transfer window. Matt Judge was at Man United for around 8 years. So there you go. And as things stand at the moment, Manchester United have not won a trophy for around 5 years. Man United have only won 4 trophies in the last 10 years or so. The last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013. The players Man United could sign this summer. So it's possible that Man United will sign Frenkie de Jong from Barcelona. Now, not so long ago it said Manchester United are close to signing Frenkie de Jong. It also said that Frenkie de Jong to Man United is 95% done, and Erik ten Hag has already contacted Frenkie de Jong's agent. I've been hearing that Frenkie de Jong wants a transfer to Man City over Man United despite being offered 6 million less. Frenkie de Jong has been at Barcelona since 2019. He's got a contract with them until 2026. Barcelona got Frenkie de Jong from Ajax back in 2019. Barcelona paid around £65 million. Man United have also been linked with Ousmane Dembele from Barcelona. Calvin Phillips as well. It recently said that Man United were working on a deal for Calvin Phillips. It said Calvin Phillips is ready to leave Leeds even if Leeds were to avoid relegation. But earlier on this season it said Calvin Phillips will reject a move to Man United out of loyalty to Leeds. Like I updated you yesterday, it said Erik ten Hag wants Chelsea's N'Golo Kante at Manchester United. Erik ten Hag has described Kante as fundamental. Kante is out of contract at Chelsea next year. You know, he's regarded as one of the best midfielders in world football. Kante has been at Chelsea for around 6 years. He joined Chelsea back in 2016. Chelsea got him from Leicester. They paid around 32 million. He's won the Premier League at Chelsea. He also won it when he was at Leicester. The players who I think will leave Man United this year, Edison Cavani will leave. Cavani's out of contract very soon. Man United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Cavani come back from injury not so long ago. He's had quite a few injuries since he came to Man United. Martial, Man United will look to get rid of him permanently this summer. Martial's out on loan at the moment with Sevilla. Juan Mata, he will be leaving Man United this year. Mata's out of contract very soon. Mata has been a long-serving player at Man United. He's been at Man United for around 8 years, and I reckon that he's had a good career at the club. Man United got Mata from Chelsea back in 2014, got him for 37.1 million. Mata is a squad player because he doesn't get in the team much, but there again he started the last 2 or 3 games. Jesse Lingard, he should be leaving Man United this summer. He's out of contract very soon. Lingard should have left in January this year, but Man United blocked his exit. Lingard is a squad player, doesn't get in the team much, but he has been part of the club for a long time. He came up our academy in that. Second half of last season, he enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham. Nemanja Matic, we know that he's leaving this summer because revert back to quite a few weeks ago. Matic announced he will be leaving Man United this summer despite having 12 months on his contract. Matic isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that he's still being given his opportunities. He's the only predominant centre defensive midfielder Man United have got at the moment. Man United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017, got him for 40 million. Matic has been at Man United for 5 years. And Paul Pogba, it's looking very imminent that he's going to be leaving Man United this summer. Pogba's out of contract this summer. Not so long ago, Sky Sports said that Pogba is likely to move abroad this summer when his contract runs out. Real Madrid, his former club Juventus and PSG have been interested. Pogba recently rejected a move to Man City because it did mention that Man City consider signing Pogba on a free from Man United. He said Man City were willing to offer Paul Pogba a 4-year deal. Earlier on this season, Rangnick did say that Paul Pogba is unlikely to play for Man United again. You know, Pogba came off injured in the 4-0 defeat to Liverpool at Anfield. Pogba is a good player when he wants to be, and he's also an imperative player. Pogba's Man United's most expensive sign at the moment. Manchester United paid £89 million for him. This season has been Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he re-signed. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far, and he's played over 200 games since he re-signed. Jones and Bailly, also expecting them to leave this year. Well, Jones and Bailly have already told their teammates that they intend on leaving the club. Alex Telles, I reckon this season's his last season at Man United. Telles has been subjected to a lot of transfer speculation. Telles has been poor for the last few months now. But there again, you know, Telles was our first choice left back under Ralph Rangnick. Harry Maguire, he should be leaving this year because Harry Maguire is not good enough to represent the club. A lot of United fans have been demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire, especially throughout the course of this season. Maguire come back from injury not so long ago. He's had quite a few injuries since he came to the club. Quite a few weeks ago, Maguire received a bomb threat at his home, and reflecting on that, he called the police. Maguire's been a United player for around 3 years. Man United got Maguire for 80 million. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and he's the second most expensive sign at the club. And Wan-Bissaka, Man United will look to sell him this summer. I'm hearing that Atletico Madrid want him on loan. I heard that he could also go back to Crystal Palace. Defensively, Bissaka can be good, but the attacking side of his game is not so good. Bissaka was not our first choice right back under Rangnick, you know, Diego Dallo was. Dean Henderson, he should be leaving as well this year. He's our second choice keeper, doesn't really get in goal. Henderson's only made 3 appearances this season. Tom Eaton could be leaving this year. He's our third choice keeper. He's a backup. Man United got him on a free from Aston Villa in the summer of last year. Lee Grant as well should be leaving this summer. And next year, you know, players will leave Man United because we've got quite a lot of players' contracts that do expire next year. You know, Luke Shaw could leave next year if his form doesn't improve. You know, even Marcus Rashford could leave. I think Fred could leave because he isn't good enough. I think Lindelof could leave. Dalot could leave. I think Ronaldo will leave next year. He won't leave this year because obviously he wants to play under Erik Ten Hag. You know, Ronaldo said he wants to stay and Erik Ten Hag wants Ronaldo to stay at Man United. So there you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.